First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
There we go.
Ready? Ready? Gun, gun.
Check 53.
Gun, gun. Express!
Here I come.
Check 9, check 9.
Smoke, smoke.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Exit, exit.
Check 52. 20.
Checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Alpha.
Newton on first down.
Double dog.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Newton to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep
And
coming.
he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 17 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All day, baby, all day.
Right there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Here's Ryan to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And from the 25, they work this. The 29, a gain of 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 59, ready. And bring it.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Run, fellas, run.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
54, stop. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go, D.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's get some penetration.
Right there. 54,
Hey,
right
orbit.
there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
This time Ryan will throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Boom!
Tack McKinley
Sack, baby.
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Great job, man.
Cam Newton
Keep
now
getting
with
those
2
touchdowns.
first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
54.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check.
Undercrush.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 31. Check 31.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're running it.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Hey, wait.
They'll try the left side. It's Wallace. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Ready, white 25. Hey, rip blitz.
He's coming. Double up.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
53 is the mic.
Stop your whining.
Now Newton on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's complete to McCaffrey. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Newton. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Check three.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Newton, dancing to his left, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Smoke.
Focus.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Interception. Come on, guys.
He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newton escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now Newton. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's it. Here we go. There we go.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Gun.
Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw the first one of this game.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
I'm going to hit you all
They'll wind up
day,
losing
baby.
3, and now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Wait, Sam, wait. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is. Definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
54's Mike. Check.
Hey, 5-7.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, man open. That's Damian Ratley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gun.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Here's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Come on now, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Face.
54. Watch 54. This is our time.
Hey, wahoo!
Second and 10 now. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
You must be dreaming. Hey,
Right there.
zoom.
54, right there. Right
Hey, Sal.
54, Mike.
51.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Peek the edge, peek the edge, peek the edge. Shift.
They run once more with Edwards. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
On third down, Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Hey, check.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
And we're going 30.
On first down, Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Let's go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike 37.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Express.
Go get him. Go get him.
20.
He's crashed.
Gun.
He's checking crash. Orbit.
From the gun, here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Pick me up. Here we go. And we're going 30.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Get some.
Great. Express.
Is the Mike 37.
Watch the slant.
Delta.
Out of the gun, Newton. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Get ready.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Baby. Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, 59, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Wallace, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan is going to flip one out here to his running back. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Woo-hoo! Check 59, Mike. Check. Mike to 59. Get up. Ready to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check three. Out.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
180. Let's go, D.
All day, baby, all day.
On first and 10, Newton flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Check three. 218, cover.
Operating from the gun. Newton flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Wallace. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54.
Yeah.
49.
21.
49. Check 49.
Check.
Hey, South.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Shift.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Look at that. 180. Give me 8.
Newton's going to throw it.
Safe.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bring it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You got him.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go.
They snap it to Newton. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, baby. Yeah.
Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, express. Twist. Hey, Sal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They can't hang with us.
One last shot for Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers,